How's it going, guys? Welcome back again for some more Tales from Timor. So there's something I've noticed since working at this school last year, and also that's really become apparent since I started teaching at my English club. That being that Timorese students don't ask questions, at least not in the way American students do. Like, I will be sitting there explaining a concept to them that I know is rather difficult, and I'm fully expecting questions to be asked. And at the end of my explanation, I turn to the class and I will ask any questions. And I'll see that the students are confused, but they don't ask any questions. And finally, I just went up to the front of the class and was like, please ask questions. I want to hear your questions. I know this subject is difficult, and I want to help you get to where you want to go. And it wasn't until I was conversing with a student in more one-to-one interaction that they finally said, well, teachers get angry if we ask questions. And I had seen this behavior in the Timorese classroom before. Heck, I've seen it in an American classroom. But I didn't realize how disastrous this behavior could be of teachers getting angry at students' questions until I saw it kind of taken to scale. It's an immense problem in Timorese education. And I gotta say, as an educator, there is nothing more disheartening to see than a group of students with all of their curiosity beaten out of them. Because questions are how we first learn how to interact with the world. Because when we first are born, everything around us is completely new. We are literally experiencing everything for the first time. And from watching my 2-year-old host brother, I've seen him pick up things and hold them up to his parents in a sort of universal gesture of, what is this? Because even when we are incapable of using language, we still want to know what things are. Because asking questions is how we accumulate knowledge. If we don't ask questions, how do we expect to learn anything? And as an educator, your job should be to want people to ask questions so then you can give them the answers. And sometimes you may not even have the answers. Like, I can't explain why the past tense of read is pronounced read. It is, but I can't tell you why. But it is a good question, and it makes me want to know why it is we pronounce it that way. And so I tried translating this quote that I am a big fan of, and I tried to tell it to my students in their own native language. And I don't know if from the translation the quote maybe didn't quite land as powerfully as it does in English, but from the reactions I got from my students, they got the idea. That quote being that one who asks a question is a fool one time, but someone who never asks a question is a fool forever. Questions are an essential part of learning. The questions we ask are an essential part to our identity. And gradually, as we get older, our questions get more and more and more complicated. But they are still worth asking. And eventually, if you ask enough questions and if you are driven and curious enough, you can try and find the answers to the questions yourself. And that's ultimately what education should be about. Education should not be the study of what to learn. It has to be the study of how to learn. Because the reality of the situation is that there are infinite questions that can be asked, and therefore there are infinite answers to be given. And we are finite beings in an infinite universe. So no one can possibly have all the answers. And if you think you are one of those people that do, I have some terrible news for you. And I get it, questions can be scary because it is scary to give the response of, I don't know. But if you never come up with the question, how do you expect to find the answer? Ate logu, guys. I'll see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe down there in the doobly-doo. Yeah, things are still going well. I will give you guys some more updates on my English Center here in the next coming months. I'm still working on getting a response back from an organization about having books sent over. Yeah, guys, the new music mixtape is going to be coming out here hopefully by the end of the month. I know things just, by the nature of creative decisions, things just get delayed. Thank you for watching this far anyway, if you guys did. But yeah, guys, I'll see you around.